Hello, and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 75. I am one of your hosts, XoB Fixer, alongside the man who's had a haircut, Joseph.
Yeah, looking good. See, I was made fun of. I was teased. I was mocked last week. I was made a mockery of.
You was made a mockery of.
Look at how handsome I look.
I'll be honest with you, I don't remember last week's show because of how ill I was.
It was a show, all right.
I remember saying
if it was a good one, but it was a show.
I remember just saying to myself, "Hey," I remember coming off and Haley being like, "How was the show?" And I went, "That was terrible. That might have been the worst show I've ever done." And she's like, "I'm sure it weren't that bad."
It's okay, because you know what? This episode's going to make up for all the lost ground last week.
Yeah,
we got a good show.
That's
a lie.
Is that what you're believing? Do you believe that? Yeah.
I don't drink my own Kool-Aid now.
Joe, how you been? What you been up to? How is things?
Got into a car accident, man.
What? Hold up. You didn't want to tell me it's over Messenger or anything?
Nope.
Just like
nope, happened the other day. Because my partners in one of my classes wanted to go to a Chili's. I don't know if you have a Chili's now.
No,
I've never been to Chili's. Never wanted to. Never had to. I was like, okay, fine. So I'm going to meet my team at the Chili's. I'm going into this off ramp.
Your team. This isn't a video game. This is you going to get food, correct?
Yeah, this is me going. Yeah, meeting with some classmates. So here's my car, my right hand. Right, I'm driving along on the off ramp, and there's this old lady, this old broad in a Range Rover. She's at the stop sign, and as I'm turning, she makes an illegal left turn, and bam, hits my car.
Bad damage?
My window, you can't really open it or else it'll scratch the window. Other than that, I was okay.
So wait, you're definitely claiming whiplash, correct?
No, I didn't have any whiplash.
No, you did. You did have whiplash.
Okay, yeah, I did have whiplash.
So now we go to the. Do you not know anything? Look, I don't drive, but I've already said if my fiance drives Haley, everyone knows Haley, blah blah blah. If we ever get in a car accident, the old neck.
Well, I don't want to do that because, like, my sister-in-law legitimately has whiplash.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It was all my fault. I'm sorry.
No, don't even worry. So I feel like if I say it, I'm just gonna my offspring. Something bad's gonna happen to them.
So you believe in karma?
I guess so.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Something that bad, not it's bad. But anyway, I'm okay. I walked out intact.
Clearly,
really
you're
pissed
okay.
off.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be on the show this week if you wasn't okay.
Got most of my fingers. Can't complain.
Yeah, well, obviously, I want to say thank you to everyone who listened to last week's episode. Numbers were still solid. We had a good interview. We had a good interview with Aggo. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a few people say they enjoy my interviewing techniques, which I totally appreciate.
I did too. I liked them a lot.
What did you think of it?
Yeah, I liked it because it was more like casual. It was more like we're having a talk, and I'm not having an interview. And when you're having a talk with people, it's easier to get that information out there.
Oh, I could have stood there with him for an hour. Easy, an hour, easy, just like going. But I was like, no, you're a valuable man, and your time is precious. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you do your thing, and then we will come back. Which I have spoke to him. We are working on something. So nothing to announce yet, but we are working on something.
As an American, that was like a buffet of accents I was hearing.
Well,
it was
the
wonderful
British accent and the Italian.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, Aggo was great. Again, EGX was great. I'm glad people enjoyed it. I do want to do more interviews because I miss doing interviews. The problem is I only like interviewing interesting people now. Like when I did. Well, the thing is, look, I'll put it out there. I've done some interviews sometimes, and they haven't gone to how I'd like. Then you interview the Troy Bakers and the Nolan Norths. Then you interview Rebecca Breeds, for those who don't know who she is. Important to me anyway.
Very important.
And then obviously Aggo. And like I've interviewed some important people now. So when I do interviews, I feel like, hey, I know what I'm doing. And
it's beautiful.
Then the shit show happens. This episode of My Xbox and Me is brought to you by Poly Games and mcfixer.co.uk. Joe, how are things going over at Poly Games?
It's going pretty good. I haven't put up anything new because of the accident, but today after this one, I'm going to
Accident.
I got hit on purpose. No, no. I have a 2 videos. 3 of them I'm cooking up. 2 of them I'm definitely going to do. And I'm really excited because those 2 seem to be really great. Poly Games, guys, it's been growing so fast over the past week. Good. We're like 2 subscribers away from 400 subs.
You know what that means over here, right?
What does that mean?
Fuck you.
Really?
Joe is putting up 2 fingers to me for the British viewers. So how about you remove your 2 fingers from me, okay?
Does that really mean?
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Up yours.
Because the Beatles were doing that all in the 60s.
Yeah, well,
I got the American one for you, Paul.
Joe, this you can also get audio early if you head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. Audio is $3, video is $4. Yada, yada, yada. You got the gist of it all. Joe, what has been in your box this week, my friend?
Well, the circle is now complete. I own Overwatch on every platform.
Ah, you suck.
So that's what I've been doing. And I can't play that game on console. It's impossible. But I've been trying. Overwatch is a game when I'm really busy. That's what I play. Because I can play like a few matches and then just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I have like a couple of papers I need to do, a project I'm working on, and finals are next week. So I don't have that much time for games.
Oh, no.
But what I do, I play Overwatch. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I played a little game called Ukulele. Played it for around the whole 10 minutes and decided, not sure this game's for me. Nah.
Oh, no.
When I played it in the preview event,
okay,
they sort of just plopped me in and I could just run around and do things. So playing this game from the start and realizing, oh shit, this is a Banjo-Kazooie inspired game, not a Crash Bandicoot or Spyro.
Oh, hell no.
So obviously I have totally dropped the ball there because I start and the intro starts and the characters are doing the old and oh my god, after 4 minutes of that I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna like this. And then obviously you get in, they let you do the tutorial part, and then at that point I was just like, no thank you, I'm not in. Unfortunately, I'm not in, which is a real shame because I feel like it could be a great game. But I think I've realized now I don't want that type of game. I want a new Spyro game.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I've decided, that I want a new Spyro game.
Yeah.
Because we're already getting a new Crash game. We don't know if it's coming to play Xbox yet. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Go on.
Or Switch.
Oh, fuck the Switch. Fuck you, Joe. Let me tell you right now. I'm going to put it out there. Fuck the Switch.
Yeah. Okay.
And not because I hate Nintendo. And fuck the PlayStation because not that I hate PlayStation. Fair. So fuck you. Don't be bringing up that shit on my show. I'm done with it. But look, I'll tell you something, Joe, what? Let's get into the topic of the show, all right?
Okay.
So oh no, I've still got a ton of stuff I need to do before that, some housekeeping. This show, yeah. Also, this show is brought to you by Mike Lynch. And Mike Lynch says, hello. My name is Mike Lynch, and I'd like to tell you about my YouTube channel, which is, of course, Mike Lynch. If you don't know Mike Lynch's channel by now, where the hell you been? Have you been living under a rock? That's your problem. I bring you exciting and fresh gameplay and review videos over on Mike Lynch, youtube.com/Mike Lynch. Please head over and check it out. Mike, you owe me a new ad read, and I'm waiting.
I'll do one right now.
No.
I'm sub to him.
No.
Corey's sub to him. We're 2 cool guys.
Who else is sub to him? I think Moody's sub to him. I think a lot of the My Xbox community sub to him.
So come on, guys. Hop on board.
I like his content. So
I know, me too.
I like his content.
And we're telling you because we're cool and influential people that, you know, if I told you to jump off a bridge, I expect it. So go follow Mike Lynch. It's much easier than that. A lot better on the follow through.
It's a good point. All right, let's get into the topic of the show, which is it's from an email this week, which says, "Hello, you sexy men. I hope you are both well, kicking butt and playing some Xbox. Sexy man says slow news week, so I must email in for that man. That's me. Thank you. What are your early E3 predictions? Pick one you think we will see at each conference this year." Now, obviously, this email sent in by the glorious one, Mr. Moody. But you know what that son of a bitch tried to do this week? He tried to add Nintendo and he tried to add Sony.
Where does he get off?
Who the does this guy think he is, eh? I don't know. I don't know who he thinks he is.
What podcast are you shooting into?
This is my Xbox and me, and we talk about Bethesda, fine, Ubisoft, EA, not a problem. But how dare you say the other two?
Remember that prison? I'm getting some architects on it.
Got ya.
Toss it in there.
Joe,
it could be like the pit in the Dark Knight.
You're a weird guy. But anyway, first of all, he wants us to pick one prediction for each of the conferences. We will be doing a full-fledged E3 prediction show, obviously, for Microsoft. I'm not sure if we're going to do one for Bethesda, Ubisoft, EA. If you do want to see that, email in myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. I'd love to know if you guys actually want to hear us try and predict every show or just Microsoft. But first of all, Microsoft. So, Joe, I'm going to say just pick like one prediction, one small little prediction. I've got here, and it says Fixer, and it says games. Obviously, we're going to see games at E3 this year. Yeah. But, JK, my prediction is we're going to get, obviously, a Scorpio press, which I think that goes without saying. I know it's pretty safe. I know you're probably all thinking, what a wimp. But it is going to be important. There are rumors that are coming out this week that it's going to be priced at £400. I don't actually believe these rumors.
Not for a second.
But that's why I didn't even put them in the show notes this week, because I just think they're not credible and I don't trust them. So take everything that I just said down with a pinch of salt. But yeah, £400 is what the rumors are saying.
Nope.
So Microsoft, Joe, one prediction for the Microsoft press conference.
So I would say like something about the Scorpio, but I'm going to push that all away because everybody's going to be like, well, you know, what's the price or whatever. I'm not going to dive into that. What I think you're going to see, and when we talk about games, I think they're holding off a Halo, and that Halo game is coming sooner than we think. I think there's going to be, if not a Halo, something big that's going to come out. It's going to have like the Bethesda Fallout 4 type of thing of, we announce it here on the shore floor. It is out this November. It's out this October.
That would be good.
I think Halo would be the perfect candidate for it. Also, there's been rumors that it's going back to its old art style, which is so much better than what Halo 4 and Halo 5 are the original. So I'm hearing things about Halo, and I would like to see it because that's favorite franchise. I wouldn't have Master Chief set up there if it wasn't the real deal. He has a small head.
Fair enough. Next one on the list is, I have to click over and check, sorry, is Bethesda. And for me, another safe one. People are really going to hate me this week for these predictions, but Bethesda's going to show the new Wolfenstein game they were working on. They teased it at their last E3 press conference. I just think we're going to get a new Wolfenstein. I've actually never played them. I actually have Wolfenstein. I have it right here. Look, Wolfenstein, I have it. Never played it.
Play it.
Never played it. Never got around to it.
I gotta put that in my one. I played it and I never finished it for some dumb reason. I need to go back. It's such a great game. Beginning's a little weird, but what's that?
Because you are those dumb kids. That's why.
No, you know what? You're a dumb kid. Bethesda. Yeah, is that all your predictions? You're gonna see new Wolfenstein?
Yeah, I'm assuming that. To be honest, if we're gonna run through it, I'm assuming they're gonna show off the Fallout 4 VR. Which is something they've been working on. They teased it at their last showcase as well. So, yeah, I just think they're guaranteed the new new Wolfenstein, and they'll probably show Fallout in VR.
Yeah, and I think I agree with you 100% there. I also think you're gonna see what was that Resident Evil spiritual successor?
Oh, the Evil Within.
Yeah, Evil Within 2.
Please, I would love that. Evil Within was awesome. You should definitely play that. Definitely.
Yeah. You see that. You're gonna see more of what is it? What's the other one? God, you got Quake. Right?
Oh, yeah, Quake?
The new one, you're gonna see more of that. And I don't think, like, I hope Bethesda's conference is good. I don't think it's gonna be the talk of the town like it was the last 2 years.
I don't think anyone's going to be a talk of the town except for Microsoft's, and then maybe PlayStation if they're going to do it like they did it last year, which was games.
Yeah.
Which, who knows? Next one up is EA, and Mr. Moody put, even though they're not doing an E3 conference, they are doing their show beforehand. And for me, I put we're going to see more FIFA story mode. For anyone who played FIFA 17 last year knows FIFA 16? 17? What are we on? 17, because we get 18 this year. Yeah, sorry. FIFA 7. God, I'm so out of it. But for anyone who played the FIFA story mode last year knows it ended on a cliffhanger. So it'd be interesting to see the story progress.
Do you know if little Jimmy gets in that big sporting team? Find out in FIFA.
That's what I wanted. That's actually what I wanted. Yeah. I thought it would have been cool if we started off. Because you stop. Oh, spoilers for FIFA 17. Wow, never thought I'd say that.
How dare you?
Never thought I'd say that. But you start off at a kids team taking a penalty. I thought it would have been awesome if you started off at a kids club. You worked your way through the under 16s, under 17s, under 18s, and then they could have stopped the story there. Then we got into the Premiership, the Championship Premiership. That I know you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, Joe, but that would have been even better. We got an okay story mode so far.
My dad would know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I'll get your dad on the show next week then, shall I? Also, my other prediction was, hopefully, this is one that I hope happens, probably won't know, but Sims 4 comes to consoles, which would be awesome because I love Sims.
Oh man, I'm getting all yawny and all that stuff. My coffee's wearing out. So yeah, you're gonna see some FIFA, you're gonna see some Madden 11. You're gonna see Battlefront 2, man.
Gonna see that Star Wars.
You're gonna see, little BB running out there, and
pretty sure he won't be there.
No, you'll see him. You'll see him in the game somewhere. You have to. Also, and here's some big things, right? So Criterion's working on the game.
Yeah.
What is it? Motion as well. Motive.
Motion.
That game, I feel like EA is going to confirm either it is going to have a season pass or it's not.
They already said it isn't going to have a season pass. They've already come out and said that.
They've been up in the air about it. I've heard from one of the developers that it's not, and then EA saying that we're not ready to announce anything yet, and then them going back and saying, well, kind of yes, so it's weird. But I want them to have it right there. And
it says right here. The creative director said there won't be a season pass, but EA chimed in to say it's not ready to confirm anything. Look, the creative director says no season pass means there's no season pass. All right?
I hope, But the the suits might get involved. So I would like them for a bit of clarification, just let me know. And then also I think you're going to see more PlayStation VR stuff out of the
I swear I'm gonna murder you. Fuck PlayStation and fuck PlayStation VR. This is my Xbox.
No, listen, I don't like PlayStation VR. The people want me. I seriously don't. It gets me sick. I don't like it. Anybody out there wants to buy one? Let me know. But just because Criterion's making something for it, you guys see that. Joseph's gonna be really happy camper.
Fair enough. Mr. Moody ends his email with, did I miss anyone? Laugh out loud.
We got Ubisoft left.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, they skipped Ubisoft.
I can speak for both of us where it's going to be awful, but they're going to somehow show good games there.
There's a story later on that we're going to talk about UB as well, but I do think they're going to show at least minimum 2 new IP and maybe even a tease for Division 2.
I love that. Ubisoft, like as much shit as they just gave him 5 minutes ago, they've got some. They have a portfolio now of like really excellent games. So like they don't have to rely on Assassin's Creed anymore.
No, which we will get this year, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But like, yeah, to see what's in store for Ubisoft is fun. It's just their conferences, man. Oh, the dance numbers and the Jason Derulos.
I don't think they're that bad, honestly. I'd like they're the perfect time that I just sort of sit back and tweet and take the piss, which is nice because you need that comedic value there. And yeah, Jason Derulo can't sing. We've learned that from E3 2 years ago. Usher was quite good though, so you know. Obviously, if we're taking the Mickey out of Ubi, we better take the Mickey out of EA because they'll bring out, I don't know, Maradona or Pele or someone else. Like, hey, like, yo, no one cares. Like last year, they brought out Jose Mourinho, and I was sat there like watching it, like, oh, cool, Jose, but why is he here? I don't care.
He's so there for a paycheck, and you know it.
It's just like, oh,
we're gonna get my checks in the back here. Who do I have to talk to? I remember when I first started Poly Games and they started interviewing Pele, I called him Pepe twice.
Pepe.
Like the order is fucking Pepe.
Did you have anything you wanted to add on the Ubisoft prediction?
No, it's just gonna be real cringeworthy, but they're gonna have good games.
Fair enough. And then Mr. Moody put, yes, I know you're an Xbox podcast, but like the sexy man said, it's a slow news week, laugh out loud. So don't be shy and step into the light, ladies. Your lover, the glorious one, Mr. Moody. P.S. I also would like to invite you both onto the glorious movie cast. Shameless plug. Fixer says this. If Fixer says this part. Yes, I know, Fixer, you're not a movie guy, but you are one of the reasons why this podcast has started. Thank you very much. I'd be honored to come onto the podcast just as long as you pay my appearance fee. Not a problem. No, I'm joking.
It's $20,000.
Joe, it's like, Jesus.
I still expect that check from you.
Uh-oh. Patreon.com/MCFixer. Joe's holding me to ransom. Help. First piece of news, Joe.
Yeah.
Xbox Project Scorpio unveiled, confirmed for E3 2017. Microsoft will fully unveil its upcoming Xbox console, codenamed Project Scorpio, at E3 2017. Head of Xbox Phil Spencer confirmed the impending reveal in a post on Xbox Wire, quote, saying, I am proud of the progress made with Project Scorpio and what it will mean for the creators who fuel the passion of games around the world, end quote. He said, adding, quote, we're excited to unveil Project Scorpio and the amazing game experience it powers at E3 this June, end quote. So there we have it. We will not be getting a show beforehand. We will not be getting any more news with the thought around Scorpio now until June, which I cannot wait for. I am now officially excited for E3, which I was having a weird moment with myself this year where I was like, do I care? And then I thought about it and I was like, yes, I can't wait to do a reaction stream. So I'll be watching the stream live and reacting to it, which would be awesome. I just can't wait to get back into that mode of, oh my God.
No, I feel you. You lagged out a little bit, so I just filled in with a beautiful stare. No, I feel you too. I feel like this E3 for Microsoft, especially, I'm the most excited for, because this is their E3 to either actually win or lose. Like this is where there's actual stakes involved for them.
Does there have to be winners and losers?
Yeah,
that does. You're right.
This time around, because this is theirs to win. And seriously, this is now Phil Spencer's Xbox. This is Phil Spencer's lineup we're talking about here. So I'm ready for them to, okay, they got all the tech bullshit out of the way. Now let's talk about the games. Now let's talk about what this thing's capable of doing. Let's see Halo. Let's see something that we haven't seen before. Let's get excited for this machine. They're the ones with possibly the biggest question mark. What's going to come from the Sony E3. at least half of the games are going to be there. Nintendo, you can expect them having a 40-minute circle jerk about Mario Odyssey and how he's in New York for some fucking reason, and them trying to fucking explain that and explain that there's ice cubes in your fucking controllers. This one's actually really awesome. It's like I have no idea what Phil Spencer's going to say.
Yeah,
and the only way he drops the ball is, and now we're announcing Kinect 3.0.
That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. I can assure you. What would, I know we just did our E3 predictions thing, but what would wow you? What is there a single game that you could just go, damn, they did it?
No, I want to see something different. Like,
oh, okay.
I don't want to see an IP I've seen before. That's my main thing. I want to see something that is new, is different, and though I said I would love to see Halo or something there. I don't necessarily need it. I would love to see something Microsoft calls their own. Whether they have their own Uncharted game, because I know Phil Spencer talked a lot about that. That'd be cool. I would love to see, something different from them. That's not just a first person or a third person multiplayer game. I would love to see something really big from them. I would love to see like a Horizon Zero Dawn from them, where it's a big RPG. I would love them to explore new genres. Because as much as I love Fable, that's not a true RPG for me.
Hey, fuck you. Fuck you.
As much as I love it. I love it.
Hey,
it's
fuck
more
you.
of an action game for me.
Hey, Joe. Fuck you.
Let me tell you something about Fable. Okay? I beat it 6 times, the original.
Jeez.
Good and bad. So don't come at me saying, how dare you about Fable. You know how many times I killed that little village in Lake Town where you first were brought up? All the time.
I'm going to tell you a little secret. Never played Fable 1.
And you have an Xbox podcast. The audacity right now.
I completed 2 and 3.
All right. Wow, you completed the bad one.
Which one we talking? 3?
3. Awful.
3 was not awful.
Fucking
wasn't as good as what it should have been, but wasn't awful.
The Shadow, that's what we're afraid of, Albion? Come on.
Whatever. Next piece of news is one that excites me, and I think will excite you, Joe, which is The Walking Dead: A New Frontier Episode 4 release date announced. Episode 4 of Telltale's game, The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, will be available for release next Tuesday, which is April the 25th. Fuck yes.
Soon.
Yes, and I can't wait. I loved episode 1 and 2. The episode 3 was a dip. I wouldn't say it was terrible, but it was a dip. So episode 4, I'm looking forward to the build up, and then episode 5, the climax. So overall this season's been solid, but it could get better. So I'm hoping episode 4 is about to bring the heat. And obviously, I'll be streaming it live over on twitch.tv/MCFixer. I've got to ask you, what are you going to do this time? Because you're actually up to date with it. So
I'm pretty up to date. I'm still on episode 1 because I stopped. I was like, oh God, do I play episode by episode or?
Oh, are you waiting for the whole season?
Or do I wait? That's my whole thing.
Because you've watched episode 1 and 2 and 3, sorry, all 3. Because I messaged you Joe, I'm getting ready to go live, and you. So what are you gonna do now? You're gonna not watch, and so you've got the ending.
No, I'm definitely gonna watch, so I know what not to do.
Oh, okay. Yep. I agree. Yeah, I am pretty terrible.
I do the fucking opposite. That's why I really think. When the zombie apocalypse comes, Haley really needs to be your leader.
Joe, I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
I feel like she would be the hardened killer of the group.
Oh,
she'll kill you'll be throwing up, and she's like, "Come on, man, get your shit together."
I can tell you right now, Haley, she don't play around. The girl don't play around, and She takes no prisoners. She honestly takes no prisoners.
I feel like her weapon of choice is like a machete, a dirty machete.
Oh, machete. She will slice, dice, and He cut people into little pieces. She'll muck around. Next piece of news, Joe, is one that's very, very interesting. Doesn't translate to sales, but Rocket League has now had over 30 million players, which obviously congratulations to them. That is amazing. Yeah. What a success story from something that launched on, and I will talk about PlayStation here because that is where this game blew up, which is on PlayStation Plus. And they took that risk of like, oh, we're going to give this game away for free, which technically isn't free because they get paid, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look at the success. Look at the success of that game. It's ridiculous.
Seriously. It shows the power of Xbox Live Gold and PSN. And that though it is like maybe some like giving your game up, it's also saying like, this is how much we believe in it. And, and having that the most powerful piece of advertising is one person going to the friend and just, you know, word of mouth going, Jerry, you got to play this fucking game. It's awesome. It's cars and soccer. You love them both. Play them.
Yeah.
And seeing how it's picked up with all the skins it has now, I still want the DeLorean one.
You should go buy it.
Awesome. I should. I don't have any money.
We should probably play more Rocket League.
Yes, I'm horrible at it. I'm dog shit at that game, but I'll play it. For sure.
Cool. Next piece of news, Ubisoft, who we just spoke about earlier in the show, Ubisoft opens 2 new AAA studios. Ubisoft is opening 2 new studios in Europe, one in Bordeaux. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm pretty sure I did. France, with the other in Berlin. Both will assist on AAA games for publishers. Ubisoft Bordeaux, for instance, will be working on the Just Dance franchise, Steep and Ghost Recon Wildlands, and the newly found studio in France will report to Xavier Potix, P-O-I-X, Poix. I'm gonna go with Poix.
People, man, the only people that put X's in their names after vowels and shit.
Who's managing director of Ubisoft French companies. Yeah, this is just an interesting piece of news that they're forming 2 new studios. I assume, so like it says here, they're going to help out with running Just Dance, Steep, Ghost Recon, but also I feel that translate later on to new IP, which is awesome. Totally awesome. So good luck to them, and hopefully it creates more jobs in France and Berlin, of course, which should be awesome. We indeed.
See that?
Joe.
Pretty clever.
Star Wars The Last Jedi characters confirmed as Battlefront 2 pre-order bonus. During Star Wars Celebration, EA confirmed that anyone who pre-orders Battlefront 2 will also receive The Last Jedi themed content, including exclusive Kylo Ren and Rey themed based on the character's upcoming film. What was so funny?
Because you said Kylo Loren.
Kylo Loren. What's his name?
French. He's a French chef.
Wait, what's his name? I'm confused.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
you said Kylo, and then you add another low in there.
Kylo Ren. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. So it's Kylo Ren. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Kylo Ren. No, I like Kylo Loren. They should change his name. Sorry, guys.
He makes purses.
You. They should definitely change his name to Kylo Loren.
Okay.
Oh, Joe, what that is? That's from a footballer. There's a footballer called. I've messed it. I've messed it up. I've messed it all up. I'm sorry. That's all my bad.
No. Don't worry. Continue.
But whatever. These are pre-order bonuses, so there's no season pass. But fuck you, pre-order the game, or you're missing out on content.
Yeah, I only know one truth. This game's gonna be fucking bonkers. So,
let's see. For those that care, because I certainly do not, but 2 more maps are hitting Titanfall 2 next week. As a nice follow-up to the recent Titanfall 2 DLC roadmap, Respawn has shared its plans for the next free update, A Glitch in the Frontier, which will bring out 2 new maps. There's a load of details you can go find on IGN. I don't care for any of it, so I'm not reading any of it.
Get out of here, IGN.
We'll get out of here, Respawn more, because I just don't care.
I like Titanfall.
I liked Titanfall single player. Nobody played the multiplayer, so I didn't end up playing it. Nobody played it.
That game, they should have put it out in February. Or not even. I mean, there's not even a good place to put it out.
The thing is, Titanfall 2 has one of my favorite levels of all time in gaming.
And what's that?
Which is the time travel one, where you're jumping between time.
Oh man, that was fucking sick.
Oh my god, that level was awesome. That's probably one of my favorite levels in a game. That was just like, holy shit. That was
you didn't expect it. You didn't see it coming.
No, exactly.
When people are like, people like over exaggerate how good the story is in Titanfall 2. The story is basic, but like the level design is why the single player is so fucking great.
100%.
Because like every time that game was just like, oh, you think this is all we got? We're gonna throw another thing. Yeah. Oh, you got that one thing? We're gonna take it away from you. It's like every time, so it was always fresh. It always felt awesome. I love the last level when you finally get like the pistol.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit. I've replayed that level God knows how many times. Give me a single player DLC. I'll buy that game again.
No. I'm done with that.
Are you done?
Yeah, games with gold this month for April is Rise on the Throne from April 1st to April 30th. The Walking Dead Season 2 from April 16th to May 15th. Darksiders from April 15th. Oh, you can't get that anymore. My bad. And Assassin's Creed Revelations from April 16th to April 30th. Joe, do you want to jump into Fix This Sack? We did a shout out for the emails and we got some.
Okay.
The first one says, what do you think Project Scorpio will look like? Do you think it will look like the dev kit currently? Do you think it will be essentially a thicker Xbox One? Or will they try and make it look like more a premier product? Thanks, Joel Campos. Thank you very much for the email, Joe. Joel, please keep them coming. I don't care if you're saying I smell every week. Just keep them coming. I think it's going to look like a bigger version of the Xbox One Slim.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it can be as small as the Xbox One Slim because of the parts in this thing.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to be as big as the Xbox One because I think the Xbox One was a compensation over we could not have this thing overheat because of the 360. I feel like they've learned their lessons with that. Digital Friendly did confirm there's actually no fans on the top of it, and all the fan comes out of the front and side. So that's interesting. Or there's no fan holes on the top of it, I should say. I like the dev kit. I like what the dev kit looks like, honestly. It just looks like a slim version of the Xbox One. So yeah, I think it'd just be a thicker version of the Xbox One Slim. Not as big as the Xbox One what we currently have, but not as small as the Xbox One Slim.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna, because Phil Spencer even said it's gonna look like it belongs.
Yeah, and part of the family.
Yeah, it's gonna be part of the family. So when you see what the true, when they said, "Oh, Xbox One isn't going anywhere," bullshit. It's gonna be Xbox One S and Scorpio. That's its lineup. So Scorpio, the S looks beautiful, and a bigger version and maybe a taller version of that wouldn't be so bad. As long as it's not the PlayStation 4 Pro, that thing is disgusting. It's better when you have it in person, but it's still not a pretty console. So the Scorpio, I think it's gonna be a bigger Xbox One S, and it's gonna be black. And that's how you tell it apart. The white's the basic, black's the premium. Okay. Maybe it's not even matted. Maybe I hope it's matted, but maybe it has premium it looks.
Fair enough. Our next email says, afternoon, Fixer and Joseph. Hope you are feeling better, and Joseph's Star Wars erection has started to finally go limp. I am feeling better, and Joe's Star Wars erection is still hard. Also, while I'm at it, can you tell him to stop pretending to be Spanish? He has an American accent and an Irish last name, for God's sake. Anyways, don't really have a question, but just thought I would check in and bust Joseph balls. Love ya, proper B.O.
Listen, this is proper B.O.'s way of officiating me as Caucasian. I'll fucking take it, man. I'm not turning away to be white. Come on. You know how nervous I was when the police officer came? I was like, these are two old white people. I'm I'm Puerto Rican looking. It's not gonna go well for me. So if I could say, hey, listen, my douchey friend Proper BO said I'm officially white now, maybe the cop's gonna think twice before he tases me. I don't know. So yeah, I do have an Irish last name because I come from the land of Asturias, where the Irish came and they, forced themselves on people. So
how do you pronounce your last name?
Moran.
Moran.
Mm-hmm.
Such a girly last name, Moran.
Oh, come on.
Joseph Moran.
Spearman?
No, Spearman. Spearman.
Oh, Spearman. Say
Spearman. I'm literally like, I will spear a man if they come at me.
That is fucking cool, man.
See? Don't fuck with me because I will spear a man. And our last but not least email says, can Lost Region prove to be my Xbox and Me community's open world survival game? It looks to be the platform for in-game community building that DayZ, The Division, Ghost Recon Wildlands didn't quite reach. From Fishy. Now, do you even know what the Lost Region is? Say again. You're breaking up on me, Joe. Help me.
I'm sorry. No, I have no idea what this. I said I'll say it again. I have no idea what this game is. I just googled it. So
I did the same thing, and all I could find was very early on footage of the game running, probably on PC. Mm-hmm. I don't think this game's going to be out anytime soon. It wouldn't even be surprised if this game doesn't even make it to the Xbox One.
Right.
Games like you've compared DayZ, The Division, and Ghost Recon into an open world survival game. Ghost Recon Wildlands isn't an open world survival game. I
see what he's saying.
I totally understand what he's saying, but it's DayZ's the only open world survival game on that list.
Right.
Of a game of you literally have no objective, you have no purpose. You literally go out there and survive, which is the same thing as this Lost Region game of you go out there, survive, you come across people, either you're going to team up with them or they're going to kill you. More than likely going to kill you. The Division isn't that, nor is Ghost Recon. They are more linear type of games. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think the region will be the game. I never even heard the game until you emailed in about it. So
how dare you, Fishy? No.
No, but it's just those type of games don't work well on console. I wish they did, and there's not enough of them on console yet. But I think of Rust, which is something that I jumped in on. I was playing a lot. The game's a lot of fun, but the game has no purpose. So the problem you have is that you especially Rust, because the servers get wiped every month. So you could spend the whole month building a base, and then
it sucks.
It becomes wipe day and everything's gone. You start again. And I'm like, what is the goddamn point? I don't see the point. DayZ, I've played DayZ as well, which is another. Right. I like the game. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a fun game, and I like the purpose of the game, which is go out there, survive. So you come across some guys and they rob you, or they take you and put you in prison or whatever. It's cool. It's a cool role playing aspect. You can get right into it. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't think those games transfer over well to console because they're not finished products. So DayZ is still not finished and probably never will be. Same for Rust. Yeah. Probably this Lost Region game as well. Probably will never get finished.
I think we saw DayZ at like the first, if not the second E3.
It was mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, and I think both PlayStation and Xbox's floor. So like, we're not going to see any of those games hit consoles anytime soon. It'll have to be from a major publisher, and I don't know if major publishers have faith in survival horror games.
Well, the only one that has done it is Telltale.
Right.
Sorry, well, yeah, you've got Ark, and I don't know who published Ark actually or developed it, but you've got Ark, which was in early access and has now come out, I think. But you've also got the Telltale game, which is the 7 Days to Die. Is that what it's called?
Oh, right.
Which is kind of the type of game I want, which is you have 7 days to build up a base, and then a hardcore horde of zombies is going to come kill you. The only problem with that game is only 4-player co-op, so it kind of defeats the object of what that type of game is, which is it should be a huge open world. There's 30, 40 players in this server. We're all building up bases, trying to survive the zombie horde. If we find them, we kill them, we take their stuff, etc., etc. But yeah, and I just don't see it working. Honestly, I just don't see it working. Hopefully, I'm wrong because I love those type of games. But no, I don't see the game you've mentioned being the game that I care about.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Joe, that is it for this week, my friend.
See what we did? We took a slow news week and we drained all the juice out of that lemon.
We tried.
I like it. I think we succeeded.
If you want content early, head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. Audio is $3. Video is $4. If you would like to watch it live and be part of the show, which again, we are still working out time and schedules. We've recorded later this week. Doesn't seem like it's transferred over into views, unfortunately, but we will work out a great time for everybody soon enough. I promise. But if you do want the show early and watch the live version, it's $4. I appreciate if you can support. It means more to me than you guys would know. I've had a lot of people actually reaching out asking for advice and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. And people go, oh, you're doing so well, and I'm like, am I? But apparently I am, so I'm going to keep plugging along. We're going to keep plugging along. Let's plug and get ourselves out of here, Joe. So what have you got to plug this week?
I got a little channel called Poly Games.
Never heard of
that out. Well, you're about to. You can check it out on YouTube. Poly with an I. Talk about all things games, and we're so close to 400 subscribers.
So let's get in there, guys. Let's get in there. So if you can go subscribe to Poly Games.
Top 3. Get over to 4. Yeah, I'm going to start the race to 500. When we get to 500 subs, I'm going to have a giveaway. It's either going to be a PSN card, an Xbox card, or Nintendo, or even just better yet, an Amazon card. I'll be thrown out there in the wilderness for anybody to enjoy. So the race to 500. Get out there, subscribe, be part of it.
Fair enough. Yeah, all I've got again is obviously Patreon. You can check out my youtube.com/mcfixer. I hope you guys are still enjoying the show. The numbers are solid. I appreciate it. Email, please, myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. I want to hear from you guys. Like I say, last week's numbers were solid numbers on both the video version and the audio version. I want to hear from you guys, and I want to apologize for Joseph's bad audio last week.
I want to apologize too. That wasn't planned. And don't worry, there will be repercussions.
Not to me, there won't.
That's my backhand.
Yeah. All right, until next week, I will love you, leave you, and I will see you all later.
May the force be with you.
Fuck Star Wars.